guys, I am back finally. Sorry that I haven't been on here in a while.
You wanna say hi?
As you can tell, we have another baby. This is Luna. And so yeah, we rescued her. She was in really bad shape actually, and she had ringworm, which I was exposed to, but Derek wasn't because he was gone when I found her. And so I ended up getting ringworm. I have it here, and I have a couple spots on my face. So I've been kind of busy dealing with the cat, but I also am kind of sick. So last week we had this amazing weekend. We went to the lake with our friends, and we just decided to just unplug and enjoy the time that we had together. We went kayaking, we rented a pontoon, and it's just amazing that like there's a lake in Arizona that's only an hour and a half away from us, and it's just this most beautiful lake. If you saw any of Derek's Snapchat or Instagram stories, they had just wild cows everywhere and horses, and it was just so beautiful. So when we got back from there, I don't know what it was, but I ate something and I got food poisoning, and the last like 2 days I've just been very, very sick, and I wanted to make a video for you guys. She's like the most talkative cat ever.
Aren't you? Luna, baby Luna.
So anyways, I wanted to make a video for you guys, but I can't literally even imagine doing anything that involves food because I just feel so sick still. So I thought that I would do a summer favorites video. I don't think I've ever done a favorites video on my channel, ever. And maybe I have. I think maybe I've done like skincare favorites, but I don't think I've ever done like a June favorites or something like that. So I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I've really been loving this summer. One more thing that I want to mention before I get into my favorites is that I decided to start another channel called High Vibe Hannah. So it's going to be just a channel that is a space where I can talk about other things in a very much more raw and unedited way. So on this channel, obviously it's very geared towards healthy food, healthy living, weight loss, helping people become like their best selves, their healthiest selves. And I don't want to divert from that too much. So I just decided to start another channel, which I will link below for you guys. So if you want to see more of me, I'm going to be talking a lot about the law of attraction. That's going to be kind of the main focus of the channel. But I'm also going to be talking about, you know, spirituality, different books that I really enjoy. I'm going to be talking about all the stories, all the things that have happened in my life, how I've overcome many things. But it will also just be, you know, very raw, unedited videos of me chatting with you guys and just sharing other things, because there's so many other things that I want to talk about and to share other than just food and weight loss. And I've been on this channel for 4 years, and I still, like, I obviously love doing what I do and helping you guys and stuff, but I feel like I just needed another space where I didn't feel like pressured to make a really good video that, you know, and I could just make videos more from my heart. So there will be like some vlogs and some other videos like that on there as well, but they won't be so centered around food. They'll just be more centered around my life and other things. So I'll probably talk more about living in a tiny house on there and like minimalism and all that kind of stuff. So I'll leave the link to that channel below. I just started it, and I just thought High Vibe Hannah was like a really cute name because it's like high carb Hannah, high vibe Hannah, and that really is like the other part of me. Like the other thing that I'm super passionate about is the law of attraction, because it is the reason for everything in my life. So
should we start talking about our favorites, boo boo?
She literally looks just like Callie, and she has the same personality and everything.
Yes, you do. You're like mama and baby. Mama and baby.
So this might be a really simple favorites video because, like you guys know, I like to keep my life very simple. I don't like having like a ton of products or beauty items or things around because it makes me feel claustrophobic. These are the things in the last probably 4 months that I've really fallen in love with and had pretty much every day or used every single day. So the first thing I want to talk about is this revolutionary thing that everybody knows about, but Hannah did not know about, or I just never thought to actually use something like this. So if you watched any of my skincare videos, I talked a lot about how I used a brush in the shower, and I went and got a massage one day, and the massage lady was like, you should really get some exfoliating gloves. And I just never thought to like use these because I thought that they would get just really gross and that they wouldn't work very well, but these things are amazing. They're like an organic brand. I think they're Earth Therapeutics or something. I'll leave the link to everything below, and I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff. These are just things that I like, or yeah, I've paid for all of this stuff. The thing that I like about these is that it makes your skin feel like it's brand new, especially in the summer when like you're just, you know, getting a lot of sun and your skin is really having like a lot of damage and stuff. I really like these. And the other thing is that they're very lathering when you just use plain soap. Like I just use an organic shea butter soap that I get from Walmart, and these things are freaking amazing. The next thing that is very exciting for me, but people probably will just be like whatever, is these sunglasses that I got from Tom's. So my friend actually works for Tom's and she got me 50% off, and I've never ever had a nice pair of sunglasses in my life because I ruin everything. So I bought these sunglasses and I just love them to death. They are, I don't actually know what they're called, but I will put the link to these below as well. Yeah, I've just never been somebody who's been like, yeah, I could totally spend $200 or $300 on sunglasses. Like I always just buy the $5 pair and then ruin them, and then I end up buying another pair. But it just seems more economical to just spend the extra money to get a really good pair of sunglasses that will last me a long time, that I really like, that fit well, that, you know, are polarized and all that kind of stuff, and not be like buying cheap ass sunglasses and throwing them away all the time. So the next thing that I want to talk about is something that we actually just signed up for, that our friend Robert Cheek actually got us involved with. So he has been involved with this. It's called Holistic Holiday at Sea, and it's from February 15th to the 25th every year, and it's this amazing cruise that is all vegan, whole foods, plant-based, and they have like tons of doctors on the cruise. I think that like Neil Bernard's been on there, Colin Campbell, there's like Chef AJ, Rip Esselstyn, Dr. Greger, Ingrid Newkirk who does PETA, there's Michael Clapper. I mean literally just like hundreds of people on this cruise. I'm not actually going to be speaking on the cruise, but I am helping them promote it because I just, like I said, I just learned about it and I'm so excited about it because like who wouldn't want to go on an all vegan cruise? I'll leave the link to this below, but I mean the thing that you should do, I'll leave the direct link to the video to watch like the tour of the boat, because when I was 14 I actually went on a cruise and I hated it, like hated it, because me and my brother shared a room. We had the tiniest room ever. It was a really like crappy cruise from what I remember, and I just remember I was seasick the whole time and I just did not like it. But when they first told me about this cruise, I actually wasn't even excited about it because I was just like, no, I've had a terrible experience. I don't think I would like that. I don't want to be away from home for 10 days at sea. But then I saw the video and I was like, okay, yeah, we're going on the cruise. I'll leave the link to the video below. If any of you guys sign up for it, you can get $50 off by mentioning High Carb Hannah with the link below. Also, we really want to get like a bunch of our followers on this because it would just be really cool to hang out for 10 days. So anybody that signs up, we're gonna give you a yearly subscription to our new plant meal planner for free. And then we're also gonna do like a dinner with everybody one night if you want to do that as well. But yeah, I'm just really jacked about this cruise, and I have to tell you about it now because it is filling up really fast. So they only have like 500 spots left. So I just wanted to mention that in this video. So on to the food. I have been so obsessed with these, I think they're called honey mangoes, and I actually buy them from Walmart. They're not organic. I haven't actually been able to find them organic even at Whole Foods, but I can get these $8 a case, and I will buy a case and let them sit on top of the fridge until they get really, really ripe. So the way that you want to eat these is when they're super, super wrinkly and kind of mushy. Not mushy, but soft. They are amazing. I've been eating literally 5 of these every single day. Then other food that I'm really obsessed with is this Kabocha Squash. This doesn't actually look like a Kabocha Squash because typically they're green, I think. But this is an orange one, and we grew it in our garden, and it is the most amazing squash I've ever had in my entire life. When I first ate it, I actually didn't know what it was, and then I started looking stuff up, and I was like, oh, that's right, I bought Kabocha squash seeds. That's why this is so amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna be planting these every year, and I actually made like an Ethiopian lentil stew with this, the first one. This next one, and probably the other one that we have, I'm just going to roast it in the air fryer because I heard that's really amazing too. But yeah, if you see a Kabocha squash at the store, buy it. Oh my gosh. So the next thing that I found recently is this Sun Potion Ashwagandha powder. So I've been taking ashwagandha for a very, very long time, and I didn't actually know that it comes in a powder like this. So when I found this out, I was just like mind blown. I've been adding it to smoothies, I've been adding it to my brownie recipe, I've been adding it to just like teas. If you don't know what ashwagandha is, look it up. It's really amazing if you have any like imbalances or mood problems or problems with like anxiety. It's basically just an adaptogenic herb. So what it says on here is ashwagandha, also known as Indian ginseng, is a tonify the immune system, inspire vigor and strength, relieve mental, emotional, and physical stress, and harmonize the mind, body, and spirit. So when I first learned about it, I took it for anxiety and stress because I was just having a lot of issues with it. And I know that that's like really, really mental, and now I more or less deal with anxiety and stress on a mental plane. But I don't know what it is about ashwagandha, but I love it, and I feel like it makes me feel just super chilled out and like amazing. I have 2 things left, and then I'm gonna be done. So the next thing is I bought this vacuum insulated canister on Amazon a little bit ago, and I'm obsessed with this thing because for the summer I love having cold water, and this thing is so insulated that when I first got it, I actually put warm water in this, and then I put it in the fridge overnight, and I went to take it out of the fridge and drink out of it, and the water was still warm. That's how insulated this thing is. So now I put cold water in it, and I have cold water all day. There's a ton of these, and I'm sure they're all great, but I will leave the link to this specific one below just because I would highly recommend this. And I actually bought it for smoothies because I wanted to bring like a smoothie protein shake type thing to the gym, but I'm finding it just much better for water. So yeah, this water, nothing beats cold water in the summer. Nothing. And then the last thing that I've been really obsessed with, I'm really into aromatherapy stuff. So I'm really into like the oils and all that kind of stuff. I thought I had my oils sitting around here. But I found this at Whole Foods actually, and it's called Zum Mist, and it's just a lemon lavender spray that you can spray either on yourself or in the room, and oh, it's so amazing. It just smells like fresh lemon. So I keep this in my purse, and whenever I just feel like I need a little refresher, I just like spray myself, and then I feel amazing. Those are my summer favorites. sorry again if I just kind of seem like ugh in this video. I like have barely eaten in the last 3 days, and I'm just trying so hard to overcome this like stomach virus or whatever it is that I have. So I will be making another video very soon once I feel better. Leave any video requests that you guys have below, and I'll see you very soon.